In this Venn diagram example, we're going to be considering the example problem that involves three different power plants under construction. An engineering firm is constructing power plants at three different sites. We're going to define the events E1, E2, E3, such as E1 is the event that the plant at site 1 is completed on time. E2 is correspondingly the plant at site 2 is completed on time. And E3 is the plant at site 3 is completed on time. Then we're asked to draw the Venn diagram, or shade the Venn diagram, that depicts each of the events as intersecting circles, and then shade the region that corresponds to each of the following cases. So I'll slide that up so we can look at these. Okay. First, we're going to look at least one power plant is completed on time. So we're going to look at A first. And here we want to be in the portion of the Venn diagram where at least one of the circles is, we're in at least one of the circles. It doesn't matter which one. We just want to be in any one. So I'll move that up a bit, sorry. So we want to be in at least one of the circles. So we can be in two or in three, but we want to be inside at least one for the event that at least one plant is completed on time. So the portion of the Venn diagram that we shade is inside any one, at least one of the circles. So that's event A. So there's case A. In case B, we're asked to look at all plants being completed on time. So for all plants to be completed on time, would need to be inside each of the circles. So for B, the portion of the Venn diagram that we're trying to shade is the portion that's entirely inside all three circles. So that's B. Now for case C, we want the case where none of the plants is completed on time. So here we want to be outside all the circles. And that's the portion of the Venn diagram that we're considering for C. Then we get to D, which says that only only the plant at site 1 is completed on time. So only site 1. So that means, are we inside the circle for 1? Yes. Are we inside the circle for 2? No. It's not completed on time. Are we inside the circle for 3? No. It's not completed on time. So when we're trying to consider the case for D, we need to be inside 1 only, but not inside any of the others. So we want the portion of the circle that defines E1, but without going at all into E2 or E3. So that's case D. Only the plant at site 1 is completed on time. Then we get to case E, which states that exactly one of the three plants is completed on time, but it doesn't say which one. So what does that mean? That means we want to be inside one circle only, not inside two circles and not inside three circles. So for case E, we want to be in the portion of space that lies in one circle at a time only, but never crosses into 2 or 3 circles. And that would be our space for case E. So if we were calculating the probabilities of these different portions of the events, we'd be able to just add up the probabilities where in the examples where I'm shading them here. So later on we're going to find these Venn diagrams very helpful. That's it for this case, this example.